rocket like rocket fuel.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and our home team. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson, it's complete to Fuller. In a wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
Touchdown, Houston! Aaron Jones, 46 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you put out everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Hunter Henry brings it in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and beat it.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 3rd just made a great play as an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Ringo! 6-man.
They'll run it with Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
This is it. 18. We take the win. 29.
From the gun, here's Watson. It finds his target, Fuller. He had 2 catches in the wild card game, and he's matched that total in the first quarter here in this one. And a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized that.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet, see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check the backer, check the backer. Jim.
Hey! Move! On the back!
They run it here with Gordon. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Check like 39. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
Looking to throw on second down. Trent. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
Bring it. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Drop in. Orbit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll be out right at the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. "34 yards there, the first down.
A gain of 34 yards. First down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Chargers 7.
Reset. 19. Fellas, let's set a tone.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
31's the mic. Watch the motion.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's Watson. Able to find Harris, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First down, Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
You go tight. You got tight. You got the
On second down, it's Jones. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On the ground with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
He felt that one.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Check, 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 check. Check. Hey, 55.
Now it's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Watson on third and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and the defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, touchdown Chargers.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Badgley on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. A field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
At the 20-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
6, get to the 5.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
On the ready.
Come on, God, 55. Switch up, switch up.
Come.
My 55, my 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, exit.
Big
From
the gun on third down. Trent, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. He'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, alert.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Houston.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon, 81 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On first down, Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to walk long, deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check the card.
They'll go again to Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Out
of the gun, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. This time the extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21.
21 apiece. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try to change the momentum of this game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. This is caught by Williams. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Check. Bear. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, G-back, let's go. Pick it up, G. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete to Williams. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 60 yours.
I got it. Rush in.
X3. 218, chopper. Yes.
Kill.
Look at me. Go now.
Running on first down, Eckler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, dog. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Go.
39. Check Mike 39. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, check Mike 39.
Bravo.
Mike 39. All day, baby, all day.
Shoot.
Off the play fake. Trent. He finds a man with a crossing route. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Check 24, check 24.
Smith.
On first and 10, Trent able to get this to Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 on the Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
16-yard line.
To throw on second down. Trent sets up the screen to Gordon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
You can't block me.
Be grip. Be grip.
From the gun, Trent. That's complete. It's good. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Hey, Sam on. Hit it.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Zipper.
55 Mike, guys, 55.
Now.
It's gonna be a long day. That's gonna be a
Greystone travel.
shit.
5.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Go.
Back to throw. Trent. And this is complete. It's Allen. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check 49. Check 49.
Operating from the gun. Trent toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10
Rick.
at the 24-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Trent gets it to Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the edge. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch switch. Check.
Hey!
This is Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it a 3-yard game, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready, break.
58 to Mike. Hey, they're scared.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, Echo.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the run. 58, boys, 58 to Mike. Watch the curl.
From the gun, Trent. Got Gordon open, completes it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
On a first down past the 40. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Kill. Switch.
After the penalty, it's Jones. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
It's coming again.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Jones. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Undercrook. No. Hey, 31.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Hey, you're on the Kill.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Hey, I-7. Hard.
3 buzz. Hatchet.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, check, let's go.
He's back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But it'll be second down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. But a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
On second down now. It's Gordon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Let's go. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Let him know.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hit it.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Ready, go. Check, go.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Check.
Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find